This is Real Kids Flicks. I'm Sylvia Ewing.
And I'm Rahel Ross. And we're here to help families find out what movies are appropriate for your children.
This is the real deal, the information you've been waiting for. Moms on Movies. Thanks for watching. The Princess Bride is a fairy tale about a beautiful girl who is to be married to a nasty prince, but who is in love with a farm boy. When a grandfather, Peter Falk, brings a storybook to the bedside of his sick grandson, he begins to read him a tale about the love between the beautiful Buttercup and the dashing Wesley. Wesley and Buttercup have to endure numerous obstacles, including the rumored tragic death of Wesley at sea, the kidnapping of Buttercup, and her engagement to Prince Humperdinck against her will. On his adventure, Wesley is joined by a Spanish swordsman and a big-hearted giant who help him rescue Buttercup from the evil prince and fulfill their destiny. I am so excited that The Princess Bride is back. The reason that we're talking about it is because it's coming out for its 20th anniversary on Blu-ray. And we have to figure out, we'll do another show about what Blu-ray really means and all the technology, but it's out again and it is a fantastic production. What'd you think of it?
You know, Sylvia, I love The Princess Bride. It's one of my favorite films. It's a film that's good for young kids, teenagers, and adults. It's witty, it has humor, it has action, it's fun, it has great characters, great scenes, and it's really the story about true love. So in my heart, I love it.
And you can tell that Rob Reiner was involved. Some great characters are in this. Wallace Shawn, who does a battle of wits. I love his lisp.
Yes.
Andre the Giant, which was before the steroid news got out, but we won't talk about that. And Mandy Patinkin, I think that's the only movie that I've really ever seen him in where he was a swashbuckling romantic Spaniard out to avenge his father.
It was a great character for Mandy Patinkin. I mean, he was funny, he had the Spanish accent, it was humor. He had, his father had been killed by this evil six-fingered person.
6 fingers.
And his whole life, and he was like a young boy, 11 years old when this happened, the killer of his father put slashes on his face, and his whole impetus in life was finding this man and killing him. So is there violence? Yes, there is violence. There is sword fighting and there's swashbuckling, but there is also, and there are some scenes with large rodents and some scary scenes, but on the whole, it's humor. And maybe a little humor that will go above a young child. Adults will love this. But it is also, Sylvia, a great movie about families, because this is about a little boy and his grandfather and true love. And it's about a love story within a story.
That's right. It really is parallel stories, because in modern times we've got a grandfather reading to his sick grandson, and he is continuing a family tradition because he had read to his father and his father had read to him. Right. And the little boy, Fred Savage, doesn't really want to hear about all that kissing stuff and then really buys into it. What's your bottom line for this DVD?
My bottom line, I think this movie is good for kids about 7, 8 years old. And I think that they can handle the large rodents and some of the swashbuckling because it's done in a fun way.
I think so. There are some themes that might be confusing, some things that are a little bit dated even now. But I would say that because this has a princess in it, I would go even younger and say 5 and up.
No sex, a lot of kissing, a lot of love.